Alright guys, welcome to part 4 of the video. Here we go. I got the engine stand that I was talking about in the videos earlier. I didn't have to buy it, so I actually borrowed it from my cousin. And what I ended up doing, you guys can see, I ratchet strapped the engine underneath the oil pan to the other side, because when they install these engines in the new cars, they just bring it on the subframe and then they send it onto the body. I didn't have the eye bolt for the engine, so this is a little sketchy, but I got it work. And there's the steering rack. I had to take that off as well when I took the subframe out. And here's the two subframes side to side. Like, this one is the old one, as you guys can see, it's a little bent, and that's the brand new one that we will be putting in the car. And you can see all the engine mount sits. Those are the two engine mounts where the engine sits. I'm kind of surprised that's a big engine sitting on those little tiny engine mounts, but I guess it works. And here's the old one again, and it wasn't like too bad on this side. It wasn't much damaged and anything, but this is the side where it was damaged. And here's the new one again on this side, and as you can see, like, that's where the damage was. It was actually ripped when it was hit, and it splitted the holes. I could have welded it, but I just ended up replacing the whole thing because it's just a structural piece and I wanted to be safe, and that's how it's supposed to look like. So that's why we ended up replacing it. And in a little moment, I'm gonna be going underneath the car and installing this new one. Ready? And here's the inside of the car, how I did it. I ended up tying the steering to the seat and then ratchet strapping it. This is like a little sketchy, but I didn't want the steering to move because I don't want to buy a new clock spring, so that's why I did that. And here's the steering rack that I had to take off because it literally sits on top of the a subframe. It sits like right in between those mounts. That's where I installed the steering rack, so that's why I had to take it off so I can take the frame out, but I can actually mount it to the new frame right away. So all I have to do is just pick it up and put it underneath the car. So that's why I mounted the steering rack right there. And now we're gonna put it, that's where you mount the steering wheel, and now we're gonna just pick up the whole setup and we're gonna install it in the car. But it's pretty easy. Like, the steering rack, it was actually hard to take off, but I think installing it would be a lot easier, but we shall see. But that's where the steering rack goes again, and I'm just gonna tighten these real quick and we shall be all good. I just want to make sure all of these bolts were not completely like super tight, so I don't know how much torque I want to do, but I'm just gonna Google that real quick, how much torque I'm supposed to do, because I have no idea about how much I'm supposed to do. But I'm gonna just tighten these up real quick, and then we will be all ready to go and put this in the car. And here's a good look on the whole setup. That's how it looks. Sorry about the mess. And here we go. We got it underneath the car, and it's all mounted up, and you can see it all just looks brand new underneath. And I just have to put all the suspension together, and we are all set then. And like I said, guys, I need new rims, so I actually found a really good deal on the wheels. So I ended up picking up these Continental tires with the wheels, and it's actually pretty wide from the factory install. So the factory actually has 245s. This is 265, which will be going in the front with a 22-inch rim, and that's 285 that'll be going in the rear. And here's the fish for the rims. Damn, I really like them. Here's a good look on the car. You guys can see like what they'll look like. I don't know if I should keep them fully black, or if I should keep them like brushed steel like this. So let me know in the comments what I should do. But that'll be going in the back, and this will be going in the front. So I'll be installing those next because I still have the car in the air, but we'll be dropping that pretty soon. But here's a good look on the wheels. I'm actually super excited to put those on. I'm gonna have to adjust the speed, I think, because these are 22s and the car has 20s. And when I put them next to each other, these wheels are a little bit taller than the other one. So I did the calculation, it'll be by about 3 miles, so I might not even do it. But here it is. Here's a good look at the car again.